today we're going to make a super simple craft that you can do with the kids. This is a little planter made from a tuna can and clothespins. So I'm going to turn it around a little bit, let you get a good look at it. It's made from scrapbook paper, some beads, some buttons. You can see a few of these here I glued beads onto. So I actually started with a tuna can. Today we've got a cat food can. Now the cat food cans tend to have a little bit of a sharp ridge on them. So we took the pliers and kind of flattened that off so it wouldn't be too sharp, you wouldn't cut yourself. We got some clothespins here from the Dollar Tree. It takes about 18 clothespins to go all the way around. I have some pieces of scrapbook paper, and if you got our kit, I've cut the scrapbook paper. You'll get pieces like this, the length of the clothespin. And these long strips are to make the bow, which is going to look something like this. And we're going to need a button for the center of our bow, a pen, scissors. You can either use some craft glue, or today I'm going to use hot glue just to make it faster. So I'm starting out with my clothespin, and I'm going to lay it down the length of my clothespin on the length of my paper, because I'm just going to trace the width so I can cut that with the scissors. I'm going to cut that with my scissors. And this piece I'm just going to glue on. I've already got one glued on. I'm only going to actually use one side, but I'm going to show you what I did. You don't need to glue paper on both sides. Stick my piece of paper on that, and I would do that for all 18 clothespins. As you can see, I only did the outside. Now you could also set a little potted plant down in here, or you can put some soil in here and plant some seeds in there, either way. Or you could use it for a pencil holder or anything else, paintbrush holder, scissors holder, tool holder. So we're going to do that 18 times. And some of the clothespins that had a plain piece of paper on, I took a marker and just made some squiggles and glued some beads on in between. So you can add the beads to whichever ones you choose. And so when we're done, we have all 18 clothespins glued on. We're just going to stick them onto the can and go all the way around with our clothespins. And it's going to look like that. Okay, to make our bow, we've got 4 1/2" by 7" pieces. So I'm going to use the hot glue gun, if it's hot so far. And I'm going to make all my pieces into just a loop. So I've got 4 pieces, and then we're going to kind of pile them on top of each other to make our bow. Like I said, this would be something super simple to do with the kids. Let them plant something in the planter there. Buy a small plant to stick in there. Watch it grow this spring. And this is easily done with the craft glue too. So I've got my 4 loops. And now I want to push them down the center, and I want to glue the center together. A little dot of glue. And if you're doing this with kids, you probably would want to use the craft glue and not the hot glue. Okay. Now we're just going to stack them on top of each other. So I'm going to put the first 2 at like a right angle. A little dot there. Get rid of all my strings from my glue gun here. The next one I'm going to crisscross diagonally. Another dot of glue. Crisscross diagonally the other way. Last thing, our button. Okay, there's our bow. And I would just pick a spot on my can. I would put some glue right there on one of the clothespins and stick it right on there. Super simple craft you can do with the kids or the whole family. See you next time.